So I have more people to contact, but the ones that I thought would be my sure thing. Not so much.
Not for
Jamming
soccer
out?
or?
I got a not this year, sorry. Maybe next time.
No, same.
In other words, call me for baseball.
Call me when the good sports come out.
Yeah, I still have a few more to try. I know, I'm fairly certain I can get Dasco signs again.
Yeah. What about,
I've got a few calls out still waiting to hear
did
back.
you contact, not Paul too, but Adam?
I haven't talked to Adam, I talked to Paul.
Yeah. Paul's the one said.
Paul said no.
Right.
What about
Adam might.
Libby? Did Libby say no?
I haven't asked her. I haven't asked her yet.
Yeah, because Adam was talking about spending big.
Yeah, he talked about sponsoring 2 teams.
Right, at like.
At a much higher
Right.
rate.
I know Jen has a list of businesses in town. There's like some sort of sweet chocolate place or.
How much is it to sponsor?
Well.
It's a sliding scale.
So, it's gonna be one price this time. And I can't remember off the top of my head if it's $275 or $300.
I think it was $275.
I think it's $275, yeah. We had 2 different options.
One was a lot higher because someone opened their mouth.
It was
Right.
$250 or $275.
but
The $250 was supposed to have matching not have the matching hats, but then that's not really fair to the kids, so we decided to just do the one price.
Okay, but the soccer, it's just the shirts anyway, right?
Yeah, no hats.
Right.
And socks, right?
Well, the thing is, we do have
So we've got a whole bucket full of socks, right?
yeah, they're all black.
Yeah, that's fine.
So that, we can just give those, because I think they must have been here for.
How many do
We
we have?
may as well deplete what we got
Yeah, absolutely.
and just use it up. But yeah, if it's just the shirts, that's the only issue. Is if we're doing named shirts, is to get the printing time,
Right.
the sign.
And I don't think we should use
McKinney or
McKinney,
whatever.
I'm good with that.
Is that who you used last time?
Yeah.
So, I know someone that has a printing business, and I just reached out to her to see what she would charge. And she just needs a number, and she would tell me how much
Right.
and how quickly she could get it done.
Wow,
Because how much McKinney was for everything was
almost $1,000.
almost $1,000.
For how many?
A lot. We're talking anything
Well, the problem was
75.
we let the kids pick. Bridget decided to let the kids pick their name, the
And the
number,
number.
and the number. We should have just said it's your last name only.
Right, it'll just be last names
Instead of maybe
and assign a number.
nicknames or however. to do
Each
that.
decal is its own price, so.
Yeah, I think
Having
just
split
have it as
names.
surname or last name only.
Yeah.
And we just assign numbers.
I can't remember how many we had. I think we had a good 50 to 60 kid shirts, and then,
The coaches.
I don't know, 10 or 12 adult shirts, and then we had hats,
Right. So soccer would
something
be
like that.
Less.
Yeah,
Probably cut it in half.
it's like 50 maybe.
And then you had the trophies that we,
Yeah.
That
we
was-
bought.
That was in the price?
No. Oh, no.
And we are saving money not getting trophies by getting medals, which I prefer medal than trophy.
The kids love them.
Yeah,
the
mine
trophy's-
too.
Trophy's great. And when eventually it just takes up more room in the box in the corner, and a medal, it takes up that
Right.
much to a trophy.
Oh, yes, they did not play soccer with us. They do not.
Right, so she
Right,
has
so
she's reached
yeah.
out. They've said no.
They said.
Yeah,
Play each
Shapley's-
other like last year, she says.
No, we didn't play much.
No, she did say that. We're not playing them, we're playing ourselves.
Yeah.
So they're staying in the Massabesic.
Is that what it is? They're part of
Yeah,
that?
some sort of Massabesic.
The Massabesic United.
On the,
Yeah, because we could always shorten the field too. It doesn't have
you don't need to shorten the field. It can still be a full-size field. 5-side is fine. Just make them work harder.
Right?
Right.
I really think that if you put it out the first week of school,
We'll get more.
you'll
Yeah,
get double
Because
that
I
number.
know there's 3 kids that usually play, and I think they don't have any access to internet, or they want to
Mm-hmm.
but they go to school, they're not homeschooled. But they don't allow computers in the house or
Yeah.
something like that. They're right by you guys, off
Yeah.
Flat Ground Road. They're in that old Burton King's old sand pit. That's his name. They're in a trailer. Gus is one of them? No. Shoot.
3 kids by me.
Yeah, coming down, you know where Burton King's driveway is?
Yeah.
Right across the street, there's a little green sign, road sign. and
Yeah,
a
yeah.
Trailer.
He's talking about Ely's. Is that
Yeah,
what
they
you're
got
talking
3
about?
boys or something?
I don't know,
4 boys?
honestly.
Okay. They don't have internet, so they don't, that's the problem.
Well,
Yeah, and a lot of people forget in the summer. I forgot, like, I was like calling Bridget the day they would do, like, oh my gosh, I forgot.
Yeah.
I'll drop it off at the town hall.
well, let's just open it up first week of school, see who turns up, and then if we still need more numbers, then we can leave it for the second week.
Right.
Probably you don't want to do much more than that, because it's going to get hard for the shirts and stuff.
So you're into one.
I mean, if we're not playing other towns, it,
Really doesn't matter.
You're into
Well,
the third
instead of,
week.
how about instead of shirts, we could check on the price of just a sweatshirt that has Acton soccer. And use the shirts that we already have. And then just make people more aware that we're gonna start doing earlier signups, like,
You mean use the uniforms that you already have?
yeah.
and give each kid a sweatshirt.
That would be good, I think.
Is there
I mean,
everything-
you've got the uniforms.
Right.
Yeah, totally.
And
Yeah, it's
then-
not like they need another soccer shirt, and to be
Because-
honest, they're
That's
going
what
into,
it
they're going into fall now.
Yeah,
Right.
Soccer shirts are going to be no good to them.
yeah.
Right.
Correct.
It'd be much better to get a sweatshirt they can wear through the winter and fit and
Yeah.
stuff
Yeah.
till spring.
Right.
So if you're starting late, you'll be starting late if you're doing signups at
Right, and
school.
we could, I mean, we're already getting a little slack anyways, because we were started late, we're starting later than our date that we already put on, some people.
Couldn't we still have the first practices that are already scheduled
Yeah,
with the few kids?
yeah,
Yeah.
Just not have a game?
Sure.
1, 2, 3.
yeah, we can always push it back.
That was next week,
another
right? Next Thursday.
Next
you said.
Thursday,
But-
next Wednesday?
Yeah, because there's no town meeting, I can't interfere with this time.
Yeah, I'm fine with me. I don't know.
Nothing
I
in
can
the
do
fall
next
for the
week.
town.
No.
If you start the second week of
So-
school, you get 7 weeks in, but it brings you down to the trunk or treat week. 3, 4,
Which-
5, 6.
That's okay.
Typically, we end on the trip.
Well, I think it brings you down to the 26th, 27th.
I just think the kids that are already signed up and know their start date are looking forward to it.
Mhm.
Right.
You know,
We don't
I know
wanna let
Molly
them-
asks me constantly when it
All right,
starts.
well, let's start it next week.
Okay.
It's all on the same day, right? Or is it the different grades, different days?
I don't know, I think I'm coaching with you, and then I'm coaching the pre-K and the K.
I don't know. I got Willow with me as well because she wants to do it to get her community service hours in.
Yeah, good for her.
And some
That's
people
perfect.
traded and went to Sanford to play soccer, but we won't name any names.
Yeah. I actually messed that up.
Yep.
I am. I'll tell you about that later.
Because, and here's the other thing, so we're gonna do the soccer, but now if we make people aware that we're gonna sign up people early for basketball, they'll start getting the hint of everything's gonna be earlier,
Yeah,
so we can be more organized,
It's definitely easier when they're in school, because you can just send the
Yeah.
forms home.
right?
Yeah, basketball.
Soccer is always the problem.
Well, see,
Basketball's always going to be easier
And
anyway.
last year, we sent out the soccer forms at the last week of school, so they got mixed in with
Everything.
all the
Well,
crap.
it doesn't
that came
matter. They
home
never
from
give you
their
anything
lockers.
anyway, do they? They just put it in a cupboard and wait till fall.
So I guess the first practice is on the 29th,
Yes.
it says. Wednesday.
Who's that? Debbie,
First
John.
grade will practice on Wednesday nights, August 29th. And I think,
Is it not, is it not next weekend? Next
No,
week?
it's Labor Day, kind of runs with Labor Day week, or weekend.
All right, so it's not next week, it's the
it's the
week.
week after,
So
the
29th.
29th.
Yeah,
Okay, let
that's
me get it in there.
pre-K kindergarten, first, second, and third grade, and then August 30th, Thursday, it's 4, 5, and 6.
All right, okay, so that's me.
But did they set times yet?
No, it doesn't seem so. Did she have a
that was-
meeting, coach meeting?
no, she just brought everything to the coaches' houses, but
Okay.
she was gonna leave that up to the coaches to tell the parents who on their email list or however they're gonna get in touch with their players
Okay.
of the
Who's
time of
coaching?
practice. John,
That I don't know.
Votel,
4, 5, and 6, and then,
CW and Lori, Phillips, and then some guy named Ken.
Some guy named what?
Ken?
CW and Lori, what, is that the first, second, third?
Yeah, that'd be
Yeah.
first, second, third, and
Oh,
then,
nice.
Pre-K and K is Jess.
and myself, Jess Dumont.
Do you know?
Yeah, I can,
I don't know that name.
You chose to coach?
My problem is I know faces, not names.
kinda, sort of.
She taught you, right?
Yeah, well, no, I was kind of forced into it, because
No, of
Jess
course.
wanted to just be an assistant coach. We didn't have a coach, so
Yeah.
we had to deal with the little
You don't
ones.
have to coach with me. If you don't want to do 2 days, because Willow's going to be with me anyway, so.
Right.
if you don't wanna do
Like,
both
someone
days.
told me she wanted to be a ref.
No, she wants to. Well, I don't know. She could do reffing as well, but she definitely wanted to help me out. Get her community service housing.
Yeah, sweet.
Yeah, if anyone knows any more high schoolers that are, is it Addie? Is she playing soccer?
She's playing for the school.
Oh yeah, because see, we lose like the what, sixth,
Definitely
seventh,
7th and 8th, but sometimes 6th
Sixth.
grade.
When they don't have enough, they ask certain sixth graders to
Right.
play for them.
What time does that soccer start?
It's right after school. And I think it's the first week of school they start.
So we're going to be clashing for sign-ups with them.
Yeah, but we do all right for some reason, especially in the younger groups. Like
Maybe because it's not competitive. Or it's
Yeah.
less competitive.
It's all the younger kids that the rec ends up with, really.
right, yeah, like pre-K and kindergarten, we couldn't even get in the driveway
Yeah.
last year.
All right.
Remember
And we
that?
have 11 players. That's weird. I think.
So we'll get a flyer put out and get it to the school for the first week.
Yeah,
And
but we shouldn't post anything on Facebook because some parents have already panicked that we pushed the date back one week.
well, I think if we contact them and tell them we're going to be starting anyway
Right.
on the 29th.
Well, we could put that, I could probably put that on, we're gonna start regular, but we are gonna do a late soccer sign-up due to some people not having computers or whatnot,
Just say,
It's due to the holidays.
just due to low enrollment numbers.
right? And then maybe we can shun, make people feel bad, join the rec.
Yeah, support your local community.
Right.
So, that's soccer taken care of. Easy. Not quite sure what we're going to teach them, but
Right.
we'll work it out.
Then, moving forward from there, should we order the ice rink?
I think so. Let's get it done now. And then we got
Do you
to,
guys have a price on it?
we looked it up,
I
right?
just mentioned it to you, I didn't price them.
We just needed to measure the
I can.
basketball court.
Basketball court, wait,
And it's like, you put it up and then take it down every
Yeah.
every.
spring or whatever.
The easy rink I looked at was quite expensive, just a couple grand.
But we could
But
charge.
it looked pretty
But
awesome.
the thing is, it'll last for.
It will
Right,
last.
but we could charge, or we could open up the snack stand.
Yeah, you
We'll
open up
have-
the concessions there.
By then, we will have power to it, so we actually want to let it heat in there too.
How are we gonna fill it?
Where would
We
the,
could, one or two options. We could beg the fire department to come down and empty a tank. Or I could borrow the water tank from my boss and put it in the truck and fill it up somewhere and,
Well, you fill it up at the fire station.
yeah. And
Yeah,
then
I
drive
think
it down there.
Closer than your house.
Yeah,
because you only need like 2 inches in it, right?
I think so.
Or so.
I went to the, where I work in Molten Borough, they have a big rec place, and I went and looked. Their skating rink stays up year round,
Right.
and it just has a sign, on the outside, saying keep out.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't think it would,
Yeah, well,
Probably made out of wood, right?
Yeah.
yeah, they got like the boards, like the real hockey rink. I
yeah,
don't think we're gonna go, if we could expand
the fields.
and everything, we
We
could
just don't have
do
enough
something like
space.
that. Because then they could use it in the summer as roller hockey or just to, do people rollerblade anymore?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I know
I see them
I
all the time
do.
in Rochester. They don't have
So maybe they could
licenses.
rollerblade or something.
But they could do that anyway up on the basketball court.
Right.
They have
But
good line.
there's that whole other end of the field that has been overgrown, was clear cut at one time for additional parking or a softball field.
Yeah,
So we could actually build a rink down there later on if we get a good turnout and just keep it.
I mean, there's plenty of things that need to be passed to do that first, though, isn't there?
No, not really, because if it's already cut, we'll just maintain it.
Yeah, I don't think that you'd have any
Sure. We
issues.
just have to let them know that that the work is going on in case someone get hurt.
But what would it require to be able to get that rink in there?
Well, we'd have to clear cut it again, which is just small trees, saplings basically, and then probably dig it up a little.
You're gonna have to excavate the whole thing to get all those stumps out.
Stumps out.
Well, it depends. I don't know if there's a lot of stumps, bigger stumps in there.
Well, anything.
There really
You're gonna have to have a hardcore base in order to lay the.
Well, we could get some packing, some modified stuff in there.
You'd have to have it in order
You
to
mean
put
like
the.
sand?
Yeah, it's called
check it.
modified. And then put the rink on top of it. Maybe not pave it.
But then it's at the other end of the concession stand.
Yeah, why don't you use
You
the
just put a snow-
basketball?
It seems to make more sense to me there because it's right near the concession stand. You could put a
And
little.
it's flat,
Well,
it's
we could
already
always
level.
move the concession stand.
Well, the
Oh, no,
other
we
thing
can't,
is
because we
if
have
we're
power.
looking at doing something with that end of the field, we could
Build another.
get rid
concession.
of the basketball court altogether and put it down the other end. And
Yeah.
then open up all that room for a
For
skating
parking,
rink if you wanted to. You know,
We really need to do something about the parking.
Yeah.
You know, so it would be nice to
Oh yeah.
get rid of the court and open.
But are we going to be able to do that
We'd
in
have to-
time for winter?
No.
So.
That's
Well,
next
most
year's
likely.
project.
Yeah, are we
Well,
gonna,
yeah.
the question is then, are we gonna do the rink this year?
Yeah, we'll do the rink.
should.
I think we
Well,
can-
then we have to do it in the, up for
on the
the,
basketball.
And
basketball
basketball court.
But I was thinking like a more permanent rink. at the
Eventually.
you could
top,
probably leave that as a permanent rink, I would think.
where the basketball court is.
No, if you did clear cut it, you could probably just move that one and put it down there as a
That's what
permanent
I'm
rink.
saying.
There's no reason why it couldn't be.
And make it nice, put the boards up.
Yeah,
And maybe like a chain fence for the backstop in case they do play hockey and someone shoots a puck out at 109.
Yeah. That'd work.
so,
So you're thinking one of what did you call that rink?
easy rink.
The
right?
easy
rink.
rink. E,
Or
letter E,
there are
letter
the
C.
versions that you can actually expand onto them and make them bigger. If you got a big enough thing. We can open it up like on Saturdays. We can
Yeah, that's the thing, we just have to have a
These
schedule
are-
of people that are gonna go down there and open up the concession stand.
And then if we open it up, do we have to have somebody at the rink at all times? Or can the person running the concession stand be considered?
I would think the person that could be running the concession stand could be like the,
I think as long as we had a sign that says
Oh,
skate at
easy
your own
ice.
risk.
I think that's what we did.
And it's not
they
like
said.
drop off your kids and come back later?
Yeah, we're not
Yeah.
babysitters.
Yeah. It's,
I failed
they
that.
have to be
Are
Are you
supervised.
gonna get some of those things that they have at a lot of the rinks with people that don't know how to
Just like
skate
made
hold
out of
on to them?
plastic.
It's just
Because
PVC
they're gonna be a
piping,
little
you
shed
can
holding
make
up,
it.
storing some of those or something.
Yeah, we could.
That we
yeah.
could get out,
So we try to do a skate drive
We
as
could
well,
make
so we
that.
can get some old
Yeah, we could do a
skates and
skate
stuff.
drive.
Yeah.
Not everybody has them.
Is there any more other than that one?
Oh, I'm sure.
Do we know what size that basketball court is?
No.
It says it's a 60-minute,
Let's get down there and measure it, and then we can get that ordered on. I don't have to take measure that big, I don't
I
think.
found
I do.
Iron Sleek outdoor ice rink systems as well. I don't know what that is, but it looks pretty nice.
So the things we need are the rink and the padding things that go around the
Yes.
upper ends.
It's kind of like a board. It's like a, really, if we're smart
Where
enough,
they
we can almost build this ourselves.
Nobody's got the time for it,
Cheaper.
Chris. Nobody's gonna do it.
No, it's only, you use a 1x5.
Oh, I know, but nobody's gonna do it. We have enough trouble getting organized just to get people to come into the thing. Just take the easy route.
Why do you have to be such a Debbie Downer?
Because I'm looking for the easy way to do it. You've got money to spend the bloody money.
Parks and recs, open skate rinks, hockey rinks,
It's like,
Well,
if you don't spend it, they're gonna take it away from you. So spend it.
Absolutely, that is going to happen.
All of that?
Yeah, they'll take it away.
Why?
All of it.
Because
What do
that's
you-
what happens
you're
with
out.
government.
I'm saying, how much did taxes go up this year?
I don't know, I haven't got the tax bill.
It's a good
Well,
amount.
it's because of the fire department spending.
Right,
all the
but I'm
money.
saying, like, if they see an account that has carryover balance the same every year and you're not using it, they will take it away.
Well, from what I
At
was
town
told,
meeting.
from what I was originally told by certain elders, was my budget, any excess was supposed to roll over automatically. and it
It's
hasn't
supposed to,
been, and
but
it
I'm
hasn't.
saying that when the when the Warren Finance Committee sees, they look at historical data for the last 5 years, and they see the rec isn't spending money, eventually, whether it's this year or next year,
They will.
they're gonna say, why
Well, I already
are
spent,
they hanging on to all this money they don't need, obviously? We could use it to offset taxes, or we could use it to offset a new truck for the fire department.
well, they can, also, the fire department should have done more maintenance on the fire department.
I'm just saying,
Right,
It's it's the
we wanna-
reality of government. They always
Right.
take the money.
yeah,
it is.
but then what happens if, say, a tree comes down on the backstop and they take all that money? Then
Right.
we
Well,
have no
that's why
money
we
to
have
fix it.
insurance.
But
I
does
just,
insurance cover it all? Not really.
I think that the townspeople are really generous when it comes to the rec,
Yeah,
and we want to spend the money.
right. Well, I have spent $14,000 roughly on electric and,
When did they start that?
we haven't started it yet. We had to wait till July 1st
For
and
the money.
then I got busy at another
Well,
job.
it's the busiest time for work, when we work in the field that we work in.
Right, summertime.
Yeah.
So I just talked to Jen, she's gonna email me the flagpole guy's number, so I'll call him. And I need a copy of his liability insurance card. And that can go in, then I gotta talk to Craig Norman and Dave Winchell, because Dave's gonna donate the time for excavation. So, probably, hopefully, I'd like to get it all done by September.
And then
Yeah.
we're getting one light?
We're getting 2 light posts, and then power to the snack stand, so you can put like a little heater in there.
Right.
Get a hot
Be able
dog
to make
stand there and-
coffee.
Yeah. Well, we
Get
already
a hot
have
dog
one.
steamer.
We already have one.
Good.
It's at someone's house.
Good.
That she keeps saying that she's gonna drop it off, but,
She doesn't.
right. Which I could try.
Did we ever track down a key?
No, I'm gonna call
the lock?
Steve's locksmith to, I did find some keys, but none of them matched.
Okay.
So,
Give me a dark night in 20 minutes.
that'll be,
So do we have a list of things that need to be done? I mean, because people can help you. You
Yeah.
don't have to juggle all these balls.
no, I have a list in my
Okay,
head.
okay.
And I did get 2 gallons of paint donated for the gates and the basketball backboards
Backboards.
and the poles.
And then we have to figure out what we're gonna do with those dugouts, because they're,
Yeah, they're gonna start falling apart. Well,
They're
they
just-
are starting to
they're
Yeah,
fall
falling
already,
apart.
apart.
But that's simple fix. Waiting to find some 2x4s at work that can just,
I think that there's
Grow
an
legs.
older gentleman in this town that has a sawmill that will mill you
I
some
heard a
boards.
rumor about that,
You just have to ask.
nicely. I'm afraid to go down that road. It's scary.
You should be. Well, John's been down it before, right?
Oh.
Your kids come
Have
to
you
the...
been down there?
Yeah.
oh yeah, his
Oh, yeah.
kids.
But he hasn't been to the house that I talked
He's
about.
been to
up
my
there.
dad's.
No, the house
Oh,
with all the antlers and stuff.
Oh! You don't have to go that far. He only shoots if he doesn't know you, so introduce yourself.
introduce
He
yourself.
usually waves to me. Well, he used to wave to me. But, well, it's only like 2 2x4s that, on one of them. Then we can actually cut that old bleacher that got nailed by the tree and make it into a smaller bleacher. We have the capability to do that. We have the tools. We have a little bit of know-how.
Well, I just think I think that we could get a group of people up there to help fix the dugouts if we picked a day and we had all the materials and all the tools.
Right, I gotta beg Sherwin-Williams some more steam
Okay.
for that. I just haven't picked a color. What color do you think on the dugouts? Like the school's blue, like that weird royal blue.
Royal blue.
Yeah.
But then the snack stand's red.
Is white?
Red.
Red?
With, yeah, like an
I
olive
can't remember, I
trim.
have no memory.
Or you go with the red, just make it all tie in.
Good. Yeah, because we have 2 dugouts and then
Just make it all
Other
simple, make
shed.
it easy.
that's more need of repair than anything.
Yeah.
The doors and stuff are,
On the shed?
yeah.
Oh, the shed's over on the other side.
Yeah,
And
by
all
the
gear
basketball
and stuff.
court. Maybe we should do the picnic tables. Should we just
If we have
reserve
some extra money, I think we should get a couple more picnic tables for up there.
Yeah, we talked
Because
about
when we had the baseball party, it was
Yeah, it's tight.
it was really
Definitely a
tight.
trash can or something.
We have to figure out like,
They can-
who's gonna empty that trash can? you
Nobody.
But
know?
it's been emptied, someone
No.
emptied it.
Oh, yeah?
But it should be emptied regularly,
Well,
like
I was
weekly.
thinking about getting rid of it and saying
Carry in, carry
Carry
out.
on.
just because it's easier, because something was dead in that can.
Yeah.
And I wasn't
Nobody
mess-
wanted to go near it.
No.
Yeah.
I tried to go near it and kind of puked a little.
Maybe we could order a sign. Maybe Dasco would donate a sign, you know,
Yeah.
carry in, carry out.
You're right, that's fine.
So what's the,
Kinda.
what's the procedure in getting the approval for the ice rink?
What?
What's the procedure in getting the approval?
We're
for-
approved for it, we just would have,
We just gotta buy it.
yeah,
Let's get it done.
so that works. We were approved for it last spring, actually.
So how does it work? I mean, you saw it online. How do we actually, who pays for it? How does it work?
Well, what we do is we find one and then we talk to, not Jen, but.
Michelle,
Yes.
and she'll
about-
give you a check.
Or she'll just,
Or she'll be able to, like,
Right,
do it?
pay out.
All right, cool. Well, when should we get up there and measure? Because ideally, you want it to be the full size of that thing if you can get it.
right, but should we order pads for the poles?
I think you got to. Somebody's gonna ding their head right on them.
Right.
On those
And should we,
uprights.
here's the other thing, we'll have to talk to Jen about, do we require helmets? Or do most kids skate with helmets now?
I bet that they have
Or
to on
bike
a town
helmet.
one.
Yeah. Or they could use bike helmets, like,
Bike helmet. We could have her check with the insurance company to see what the rules are around ice skating rinks.
right. I think they did, and I forgot what they said, because it was last winter when we were talking about it.
I don't know, isn't it just you put a sign up saying skate your own risk, then it's at your risk?
Definitely.
Well, we'll have
That's
to
what I
find out
think.
from the insurance.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
then if some fool goes in there tanked up in the middle of the night,
Then it's his risk.
yeah, but then he could say, I didn't see the sign.
Well, then it's an idiot.
At least you posted it. At least it's posted.
Anything else?
The only thing I want to say is, so I think we should pick a date. I think we should set a timeline, because if, I don't want to
For-
come in a month and be like, okay, we're almost to the point of getting the electricity hooked up, or we're almost, you know,
Right.
I'd like to get the dugouts done.
Well, yeah,
Or, you know,
I gotta
something
talk
done
to-
between now and then.
I gotta talk to the electrician to see what his, because everybody's swamped.
Everybody's busy. It's
So,
construction
and I gotta
season.
talk to Dave too.
I know
Are
he's
we,
swamped.
are we
Right.
looking for the electrician to donate his time? Or
No,
are we
he's,
paying?
we gotta pay him, and we gotta pay On Target to come out to put in the 2 poles for the lighting.
So I think if we're paying, then we could set a deadline and just whoever can make it happen, right?
Well, they only have to use Craig Norman, he's the town electrician.
We have to use the town
I don't
electrician?
think so.
You don't think so?
think
Technically,
we
I
can
think.
put it out to
I think we could even put it out to bid. I think that if he's too busy, I would go to him first, but if he's too busy, I
Yeah.
think we could get
I
somebody
know
else to
someone
do it.
else would do it in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
pricing Probably a little,
Yeah, no,
As long
you're
as,
not
as long as they're licensed
required,
electricians, I can't imagine why it'd be a problem.
you're not required to use the town vendors. There's no, I've never seen the selectmen sign a service contract with anybody like that.
okay. Because technically it should go to, we should have 2 or 3 bids.
Right.
If it's, usually out to bid is a dollar amount, and unfortunately, I don't know the dollar amount. It's probably not enough money to have to go out to bid, but you can.
It was, he said roughly, I believe, $8,000 or $9,000 to run power from, because you gotta get CMP involved, from
Right.
the pole to the building, and then everything else.
Yep.
With the,
No, that sounds right. I mean,
And
that's
on
cheap.
target
for
was-
electricians,
per pole was $800 to put them in.
which
Each
is a
pole.
good, decent price.
Right. And then him just running the lights. And I spoke to another electrician that I worked with through a job. I kind of talked to him about it, and he's like, he could do it for cheaper.
Yep.
So,
I would call Craig Newman, maybe you already talked to him about it.
right,
Ask him how soon he can get out there, and if it's gonna be over a month or something, then I would say, okay, and then talk to your buddy, and if he can do it, just call him back and say, sorry.
or I got another buddy too.
What's realistic in terms, could we get it done by?
If I call
end of September? Realistically?
it would all,
We need to have them by the end of October, it looks like.
it would all come to play by how busy Dave is, because he's donating time. I don't want to put pressure on
What is
him.
he doing again?
He's gonna dig it's all gonna go underground,
Okay,
so he's just gonna dig the trench.
so if the only other thing we could do is because that's a pretty simple thing, you don't need a big massive excavator.
Right, you could use a mini probably.
Well, that's what I'm saying, I wonder if we could just rent a mini for a weekend and.
Or I could
have-
ask somebody, I have a friend that has a mini.
Right, and Dave is wonderful. He's
Right.
always gives so much to this
But I don't
town.
wanna stress
But
him out either.
I know he's super busy.
Right,
So maybe we can just say, hey, how long do you think it would be before you could go put that trench in? If he says, oh geez, it's not gonna be till later in the fall.
right.
Be like, all right, and, we'll try to find
I know
somebody
someone-
with a mini.
I know someone with a heart of gold that would love to help,
Yeah,
and he's got his own mini.
okay, there you go.
Well, why don't we just do that straight off the bat? I mean,
Well, because Dave offered his services,
No,
Dave's
no.
in the town, and
I think that if you put a list together, like a written list, I know it's in your head, because I know a lot of people like you like that, and we can just check it off, and I
Right.
think that we could plan on, setting a weekend in September, where after the soccer games are done for the day, your buddy comes with the mini and digs the trench, and
Right.
some other people come and start working on the dugouts, and, tell me how many 2x4s you need, and I would just need someone like you with a truck to pick them up, but I know I can get them, or if you need a bigger piece of wood.
yeah, we'd have to look around.
Yeah, because I know that my dad would mill out lumber for us. I just have to tell him what we need.
Or ask him, not tell him.
You ask him, I'll tell him.
well, should we shoot for saying let's get the lighting in and the power
Well,
in
'cause I have-
by the end of September?
Actually, I have the day off tomorrow, holiday day
Not
tomorrow.
anymore, you're working.
Well, no, I can make some phone calls. I'll call the locksmith tomorrow. Then I'll call Craig. Maybe he'll call me back, maybe he won't, because I know he's probably working. If not, I know actually I know 3 electricians that would probably, I could sweet talk them
And we need to get the mini up there first to dig the trench, right?
Right, that's easy enough.
Yeah,
And imagine
I actually know-
CMP takes a
now
bit
the
of
thing,
time as
I know
well.
2 people with
Yeah.
excavators.
yeah.
Which one, he just started out, so it might be good for his company to
Yeah, because
donate some time.
we could, publicize that he donated, thank him publicly that they donated
Right,
their services.
see, that's a little sweet talking, that's easy,
But maybe we can pick a weekend in September to do the dugouts.
right,
Have another, field cleanup day, where we go, and this time we're gonna get, we wanna get the dugouts done, we wanna get the power taken care of.
yeah, because I've been slowly taking the wood out of there that I cut up.
And maybe if we do a real, if we publicize the cleanup day and
And now the
offer
kids-
maybe lunch,
Yeah,
like
or-
pizzas or something, I know I can get discounted pizzas from the Trading Post. They've always been good to me.
Yeah.
When I had things with Girl Scouts and stuff, they'd sell them to me like half
I
price.
can do any weekend.
I just think that, I know this community will give if we put it out there.
Right,
I really do.
Gotta ask.
And the more that they see us doing, the more support they give
Right.
us.
so I'll ask my friends for
Yeah.
I'll call Craig tomorrow, and Steve Locksmith.
Well, if you're swinging by as well, you just call in, grab me, and we'll head up to the rec and measure out the
Basketball
basketball
court.
court as well. Because I'm in all day, so
Tomorrow?
you got to drive past my house anyway. If you're going to go up there,
Yeah,
and I can be useful and hold one end of the tape.
yeah, we could start figuring out the lines for the soccer fields.
Yeah, that too.
Who's doing field maintenance up there? Who's mowing lawns and,
It's, the guys never call me back. I called him a couple times because I wanted to fill in that hole in the soccer field where it collects water. He's never called me back.
Just goes in and mows
See-
and disperses?
Is it
Yeah.
part of the town's bid for mowing, or is it something totally
It's
separate?
someone totally separate, which I don't understand. If it's town property, the person that takes care of the town property should be mowing that.
But they don't, and so
Right.
who is it that does this field?
Seacoast Property Maintenance. He's out of Shapley.
Okay, and he's not returning your phone calls?
He hasn't. So it's just, we just need some loan, but soccer's starting now and
Yeah,
we gotta
I
get
we're not
wonder
doing
if,
grass in there now.
right.
Don't do it, is it, well, wait until the soccer's finished. Then
Right.
there's nobody using that field, then fill it in.
Then loam it and then
Seed it in the spring.
spring and just rope it off somehow so it.
Depending on what the fall's like, you get a good fall, you could still get, you can,
Yeah, you
get
just
it.
need a couple days for the seed to germinate.
Yeah,
Once
yeah.
it sets in, it could just.
I was gonna
pop
say,
up.
can't you put seeds out in the fall and hay it?
Yeah.
Put hay over the top?
Yeah.
Is-
As
Yeah,
long
it
as
depends
it's not too
on the
cold.
weather.
Yeah.
If we get a hard freeze, before it germinates, then it won't work.
Oh, okay.
So-
But yeah, if it's a decent fall, which let's hope, it's late and it's nice for a good long time.
Right.
The frost stays away.
So does the grass need to be mowed before soccer season starts, or has it been?
It has been. I've
Okay.
done some work up at Grady, so I have to go by there and I kind of peek. And it was being used by a group of guys playing basketball this summer.
Yeah, I've seen people up there a couple times.
Yeah, and I have the outhouse being delivered next week, Tuesday. There should be an outhouse delivered there. Because he came to pump out the one that worked today and he couldn't do it. I grabbed him and said, I need an outhouse. Because he was short on some, he ordered like a bunch more.
Yeah,
So I grabbed,
It's
that's
the season
delivered
for it.
Tuesday.
okay.
And he gives us the best price, and he's, trust me when I say he's the cleanest.
Yeah.
One of the cleanest, other than Ronnie's, or Johnny on the Spot over
Yeah.
in Milton. He's,
Ronnie's Johnny's.
yeah, Ronnie, but he's clean too.
Yeah,
Those are two of the cleanest around.
That color.
That's how high tech it is now. Like, you used to be able to take a picture, and they had an app, and it would give you the wrong color. It would put you close, but now this whole computer eye, just take it, put it right against the wall, boom, Bluetooth to your phone, gives you the color match.
And you have that? Okay. So do we want to match the snack shack?
I think so. I think it would look nice.
What
Right.
color is the
I
roofing?
thought you got free paint. Or did you-
Well, no, I do have free peanuts. It was a good store. They were gonna charge me $5, but I beat them up. Originally, it's like $150 a gallon.
What kind did you get? What color?
It's black and white. Black for the posts, for the back, and white for the
Well, that's okay.
Well,
for
there you
basketball.
go.
basketball.
Then you already have it, right?
Right.
That's for,
Oh, that's for the,
Things, and I was gonna do the gates, because they're gonna rust out soon, so.
Yeah, but for the dugouts and stuff, we need to.
Right.
some
You need
of
more.
Well, yeah, for the dugouts, we'd have to get a different product. And that would probably take 6 to 7 gallons, and then a gallon for the trim paint. And we could store it in our office, storage facility that we have.
downstairs.
No, we got kicked out of there.
You did?
Yeah.
Why?
Across the street.
Someone needed a bigger office.
Leaky corner.
Yeah, we got the leaky,
Jim?
gym, moldy. That's,
Oh, lovely.
yeah. That's why we should have a rec building.
Yeah, we should.
There's enough room on that property towards the Garvin Road that we can make a walking
I
path.
think we
to the
should make a
field.
10-year plan. And we should take our budget and really break it out and start putting some money aside in a capital improvement fund
Well, that's
for
what
10
was,
years.
that's what was supposed to happen
Yeah.
to any of the excess, but it goes into the town's general fund.
That's why I think,
For some reason, it got changed, and
yeah.
it changed
Well,
before our time.
If you could request a report from Michelle, because it has to come from you, because you're the chairman
Yeah.
of the account, last year's account, and then what we have right now, I would like to see it and help you get it so that
I
it's,
think I had last year like $4,000 or $5,000 left over
yeah,
that went
right,
away. It
Yeah.
didn't go into my capital improvement fund.
right.
It went,
I think we need to do a budget for our, like, I know you have one you probably submitted or no?
yeah. No, well, I did, but then I cut some stuff because there's some stuff that I never even knew about that was costing too much money, and I was just like, but then they told me to flatline the budget. So I flatlined it instead, which kept the same amount of money in the budget.
Yeah, no increase.
Because I think I was gonna try
I just wanna make sure that the money's staying where it's
Cool.
supposed to
Yeah.
be, and I think that we need to sit down and look at what we have for money.
Because it would be great to be able to build a little area, with a,
I am, but,
Are you treasurer?
I'm on the
No,
back end.
she's
I'm not nothing.
No,
We don't
we
have
have a
I'm
president.
not nothing, that's for
Oh,
sure.
okay,
Chairman.
okay, Sharon.
Yeah, we haven't decided.
I'm just at the wrong end.
John
of the table.
started off taking notes, so he was like
I was secretary.
then he gave that up
I
and
didn't give it up.
Are you secretary, Joe?
I don't have
No.
any title.
we don't have any titles.
I don't have
I'm the only one with
Okay.
title. And Bridget's like the
I,
organizer.
yeah,
of things.
I can tell.
Over-organizer of things.
Yeah. She does a good job at it.
Yeah. I lose all power when I leave here.
Yeah.
So by the end of September, we should try to get the electric.
Sometimes my project management career, like, I cringe
Spills over.
when it's like, I like a list and I like to know who's doing what and when we're gonna do it.
Yeah.
And so I don't wanna come across as pushy,
No,
but that's just how I
the
am.
last project manager I had was, I threatened him for following me.
Don't threaten me.
No, it was funny, but, because I kept everything in my head, but
Yeah,
he also gave me a schedule, but I kept what I was going through in my head.
yeah,
And it worked out.
yeah.
I'm very,
My dad's like that.
you're supposed to
He
remember.
keeps everything in his head.
It's easier.
For some people, unless you're like me, then it all just goes right out the window.
Right.
If it's not written down. So, I'll do those things, and if you can ask for last year's printout of the account
Yeah, I
and
might have
this
some-
year's.
I might have it somewhere in the house.
Yeah, just ask for a clean copy from her, because I would like to see what it is now.
Okay.
So is there anything else we need? We can bring standard 2x4s, we're gonna bring table saws, nail guns, you're gonna get the paint, what else do we need? Anything else? Does it need new shingle on the roof?
No.
Or-
The roof's
It's
good?
metal roofing.
Is it metal?
No, it's shingle.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
On the dugouts?
Yeah.
Okay.
Which, I don't know how long those dugouts were put in.
All is well, do you need anything from Ms. Miller, your liaison? She asked me to check in for you.
No, we're good.
All is
We could
well?
ask for that.
We have a couple questions. Can I email you some questions to check on insurance stuff?
Yep.
And
All right. And
budget.
And, and also, a printout of last year's budget for the rec and what we spent on what, and then this year what we've got,
Yep, because you have what was appropriated, you have your,
rollover.
fees and.
Yeah, because we really want to nail down the money.
Yep, I'll get you the spreadsheets.
Thank you.
Perfect. All right, Elise, they're all set. They gave me a couple of things that you need from you, we'll get them done tomorrow. Perfect. Thank you. Hey,
Bye.
She's not gonna get the rollover. She didn't get the rollover part when you asked her.
No, she'll go. I'll call her tomorrow, believe me.
So, anything else that's needed? Put in there.
No.
This fly's driving me crazy.
No, we could bring like simple hand tools like brush.
Loppers.
Yeah.
Rakes
Yep.
and bush trimmers, I don't have a gas-powered weed whacker.
I do.
I have.
I'll bring that.
Bring a weed whacker.
I even stole my mother's lawnmower, so if we needed a lawnmower, we could grab that.
Nice.
And keep we'd have to find someone, to go back to the ice rink, we'd have to find someone that would plow the field, rink. Well, not the rink, because we could actually
It's just a car
take
park.
The car park, we could actually just take a piece of plywood with two people and just push the snow off. Or in those old school wood.
Yeah, the snow scoops.
Yeah.
It wouldn't take long, it's not that big an area, just to
Right.
shovel it off and just quickly scrape the worst of it away.
Or,
The hardest thing is if there's a melt.
Yeah,
right, we'd have to keep people off it till it refreezes.
Yeah, but then when it freezes, you need,
it's gonna be bumpy.
yeah, you've got to, it's conditioning it right after it freezes.
Well, yeah, well, I could fill up a jug with a pump sprayer.
Yeah, that's what you need, is basically just to re-level it, just to put a fraction of a hair of an inch on top of it again.
So,
Although, to be fair, I've never done that in my life.
well, neither have I, but
And
it's a
for-
learning curve.
But we would have to arrange to have it plowed.
Right.
The car park, yeah.
And I think that, do the road commissioners plow the town parking lot? Or does it get contracted out?
Oh,
Because it's
yeah.
a town property, I think that
It,
we could
yeah,
get
they-
them to do it.
because Dave's crew plows the fire station, I know that,
Yeah, I'm wondering if Scott's will do.
ours. Or Robin.
I'll
Hand.
ask Jen that too.
Right.
Because I don't think we should have to pay, I think because it's a town property,
Yeah.
the road commissioners should do it like they do here.
Right, and we could just leave the gates open for the winter,
Yeah,
that way the locks don't get frozen.
Sure.
Good, good.
That's a good plan.